Hey everybody, and welcome back to our Holy Roman Empire campaign with Glorious Achievements mode. And it will come as no surprise to most of you, I'm sure, that I began this campaign with no grand strategy, right? No overarching plan as to how I was going to ultimately win as the Germans. This is a faction I don't play very often. I've gone through them. I want to say successfully maybe 3 or 4 times in my life, but this is over a very long period of time because I've had this game for 20 years, and each time it's kind of a surprise. It works a little bit differently each time, and so my only plan going into this series was, all right, we're going to do the Germans, we're going to do expert, we're going to do glorious achievements, we're just going to sit around and see what the AI does, and then try to get our way out of trouble. And that's very much where we are today. At the beginning of the previous episode, I had said something like, we are doing fairly well. We've got a max influence emperor. We just got through a period of excommunication, which saw us take the city of Rome, beat the Papal States back into essentially a puppet state for us, and then, get some successful conquest over Hungarian territory in the east. And then everything changed when the Danish nation attacked. We have a big problem now on our western border. And this is, of course, a problem that is to some degree of my own making. I let the Danes get very big. I did nothing about this. We had an alliance with them for quite a long time, and I was happy to see them succeed. But I didn't take any action against them, in part because, well, I was busy with other stuff. We've got crusades. We had to fight the Poles, 2 times, essentially. We had to fight the Hungarians. We had to worry about all sorts of stuff on our east and our south with the Italians. So there was a lot of stuff to worry about. And as the Germans, you've got a lot of land to manage. And that's another thing that I think, really shows here. I have not been planning my settlements in terms of what is going to be like my recruitment centers. How am I going to distribute those? How am I going to defend the particular areas? I've just been kind of doing a little bit of building here or there as I can afford it, and so it's all just a very hodgepodge, collection of training centers that don't add up to a whole lot. But after the last episode, when I lost something, it felt like 5 battles right in a row that I just lost because we were not prepared for them, I had a little bit of a look here at what we've got for recruitment, and it occurs to me that Rome is actually probably my best province now in terms of recruitment, and this is because the AI has gifted us with a lot of upgrades. The Papal States did a bunch of building here, and so we just inherited a bunch of this. We've got crossbows, we've got feudal men-at-arms, we've got chivalric sergeants, we've got a couple of units of cav, and we've even inherited their spy and assassin network buildings, so we can train some of those. Now, I've got some spies already built that I had just queued up earlier and kind of forgotten about, but now I think we're going to try to use them. They're all 0 valor, so I mean they're nothing special, but we can get them over at least into Spain, because I would have to assume this is going to be the more vulnerable of the Danish territories to espionage. This tends to be a pretty unruly area, especially Portugal, so we're sending our bishop over there to see what that looks like. The other thing we can do, though, to try to tip the balance maybe in our favor, is we've got this crusade marker, and we need to use this soon because I'm afraid we're going to lose Swabia very soon. We've got 2 Danish stacks in Burgundy. They are pretty decent. They've got, a bunch of the Vikings, some cav, some other, reasonable infantry, and they've got decent leadership. I mean, these are both just 2-star generals, but that's equal to or better than a lot of what I have in the area anyway. So once these guys take Burgundy, which they will probably very soon, nothing preventing them from going into Swabia. I think the terrain is even going to be pretty favorable. Yeah, there's hills, but it's not like there's mountains or anything that we're going to get to defend. And this is the only place currently where we can train our chivalric men-at-arms, so I'm desperately training up some of them. But the bigger issue is if we lose Swabia and lose the chapter, we're going to lose this crusade marker. And that's going to be bad times indeed for our very new emperor, who's also a very old emperor, Otto IV. He's 61. He was just crowned, I think, last year. And he's got 3 influence as a result of just this collapse of the West. We lost Burgundy, we lost Ile-de-France, Milan, Genoa, Flanders, Saxony, and Pomerania. This is just an absolute massacre. We lost a tremendous amount of territory. And we're going to lose a little more here because we're pulling out of places like Carpathia and Prussia in an attempt to take some of this stuff back. So before we lose this crusade marker, I think we need to use it. And I think the best use for it is actually against the Almohads. So this is a faction we've not had any dealings with, but I can tell that they have 3 provinces left. And you can tell that by hovering like an agent, or in this case a crusade marker, over the province, and the tooltip will come up and tell you who owns it. So this is Almohads, and this is Almohads. The Byzantines have Tunisia, actually, which is really interesting. So that's fine. We're not going to antagonize them, but we're not doing any trade or any interactions of any kind with the Almohads. So I think what we want to do is we want to take maybe Grenada with this crusade. So we'll drop this here. That's 1,000 florins. And, geez, do we want to wait, actually? Because here's the thing. We also don't want this crusade to fail. And if we get it going now, what's our zeal? 65, that's not terrible. If I could have, like, a couple of turns, like one more turn, and we can get this going. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think we can afford to wait one more turn. So this is my plan. We send the crusade down to, like, Grenada. I'm thinking Grenada is a good target because it's right next to Cordoba. It, of course, is mountainous, and so we could maybe defend it better. It's also got a port, which suggests that maybe it's better built up than Morocco. I don't really want Algeria, that's right next to the Byzantines. I want a place that's near the Danes and will help distract them. A successful crusade will, of course, raise our emperor's influence a little bit. And what it's also going to do, potentially, and I don't know how this is going to work, I don't do this very often, but the Danes are not currently excommunicated. They're currently in good papal standing, as you can see. They're Catholic. If we send a crusade through the territory of a Catholic faction with whom we are at war, I think they still get to choose whether to allow it to pass or not. If they allow it to pass, fine. We just move through their territory. We suck up their troops. Zeal is going to be, pretty decent through this territory. We might even get to go through Toulouse and hit the Italians. So we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, provinces or so that we can move our crusade through. If we also move our crusade in tandem with a couple of stacks, so much the better. On the other hand, if they cannot or will not allow us to pass through their lands, then we are attacking them with our crusade army. I think that's an automatic excommunication for the Danes. At that point, assuming we can get the momentum back on our side, we can build another crusade marker, and then they can become targets for future crusades. Their king is 52, so the timing may be a little a little bad here. He may die at an awkward time, but if he's at war with us, if we're sending crusades down here through his territory, I think that might be a good thing. The other thing I'm doing right now in terms of my strategy for this particular moment is we're moving some stuff around in the east. We had all these stacks here. These 3 stacks were in Croatia to defend against the Hungarians. Now, the Hungarians have entirely emptied Serbia so they could attack Bulgaria. This is a really mean move on their part. This is where you suspect the AI is sentient, because we just got a warning from the Pope not to attack the Hungarians. And of course, this is an extremely tempting target. There's nobody here. Of course, if I were to send, my 3 stacks into Serbia regardless, I'm sure they would bring back, 1 or 2 of these guys. We're not going to cleanly get this because the AI gets to make its moves, right, after we make ours. So this is, although it looks extremely tempting, it is not actually going to work out in our favor. What I do want to do, though, in order to avoid excommunication is this province here, Hungary, we have currently under siege some rebels here. We've got a year in which that siege could last, so that's really 2 turns. If they don't move their troops, well, they can't attack Croatia this turn. We've got the sea lanes essentially over here, so even if they had ports, which they don't. They couldn't move troops over to attack Croatia, and they've got nobody in Serbia. So all I need is a token garrison here of over 100 men to stave off a rebellion, and this should be pretty safe. And then we keep our guys in Hungary. If a bunch of these stacks move back to Serbia, then yes, we have to reevaluate and go back to Croatia. But this prevents them from immediately just moving troops down from Poland and Bulgaria to take Hungary, since we're absent. Since all these 4 stacks, I believe, were gathered right here. And we can use these guys if we manage to keep Hungary, which I'm now inclined to do just for strategic reasons. If we do keep Hungary, we can use it to kind of distract, the Hungarians from getting deeper into our territory. It's only defensive battles now against the Hungarians, but because we were warned against not attacking them by the Pope, we can attack the Danes, and so we are doing that up here in Pomerania with, I believe, our best general, Lord von Schwaben, who is, oh my gosh, 2 loyalty. Okay, do we have any? We don't have any other princesses to throw at. Okay, but okay, he's an Imperial Chamberlain, but he doesn't have any other lordships, so there's got to be a title sitting around for just such an occasion. Okay, we've got Lorraine, we've got Brandenburg. These are just 1 shield. We've got a lot of very, very low loyalty guys running around. This guy, I made him Duke of Lorraine, which gave him a single shield. So now he's at 2 shields. So we may have a civil war. Well, I guess let's just make him Brandenburg here. There we go. That's up to 3. That's better than 2. And so we'll hope that we start to get the initiative. We're moving troops into Franconia and training in Franconia for, hopefully, a successful counteroffensive into Saxony. And here's the other thing. My building has been somewhat haphazard, or it seems to have been. But on the other hand, we've got decent troop production in Swabia. We have had that for quite some time. And we've been trying, haven't we, in Saxony? I have tried on, I believe, 2 separate occasions to get up to the Citadel. The people of Novgorod took this before I was able to complete that the first time. And the Danes just interrupted us when we were, I don't know, maybe 5 turns away from completing the Citadel in the last episode. So that sucks, but we just have to keep trying. My plan ultimately will be to get them out of Denmark and then hope that I can hold that and hold the sea regions and, hope that we have enough money in the treasury to start and complete the Citadel in Saxony so we can start to get some actually good units there. Ultimately, of course, Gothic Knights. I mean, it's such a heartbreaker because when you start off the Germans in early, you've got nothing, right? You've got just tier 1 garbage, and we're still using that. It's 1255. I know there's better ways to do this, but it feels like it's such a long, hard road. But there's this promise from the very beginning of the campaign. You can get Gothic Knights. They're going to be really good in Saxony. You just wait. And you do have to wait a very, very long time, as it turns out. Now, we wouldn't be able to train them until the high period anyway, so we do have time. And maybe we'll be training them down, in Milan or Rome or something if we survive that long. But I think we're going to end the year. We're going to hope that we're not just attacked in Swabia right now. We're going to give these guys maybe 1 more year to head over to the west. And then we're going to try a crusade and then mass attack on the Danish position. Now, I did check the Danish king with an assassin, and he does have an heir. I don't know where he is. Probably somewhere in Spain. Okay, reinforcements in Pomerania. Yep, there's a big counterattack in Hungary. And it looks like they're assaulting Flanders. Oh, there's Swabia. Screw you! Oh my gosh. I just need to take a moment. Yeah. Okay. Hungarians take Prussia. That's fine. We were going to lose that. We knew we were going to lose Carpathia. Good. We didn't have to fight this battle. That's great. This is kind of a meaningless sideshow. We're just doing this for the distraction. So that's great. Okay. Pomerania. This is kind of important. Oh my gosh, that crusade. That crusade is gone. That's not an option anymore, and we probably lost a bunch of influence just because we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to lose the crusade marker. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Pomerania. This is an attack. Lord von Schwaben, 5 stars versus 3. So we outvalor them for the most part. They've got one really strong Royal Knights unit. And they've got, gosh, so many Vikings. It's 1250, guys. You need to retire. The Viking age is over. And they've got, you know, a decent enough amount of archers. We've got a lot. Do I want to switch some stuff out? Because maybe I'd rather have mounted sergeants than 19 chivalric men-at-arms. But they've got 4 valor. No, I guess they'll be good as reinforcements. They'll come on quickly. Okay, we're attacking. We've got feudal sergeants to kind of block, and spearmen to eat up some of these arrows and bolts. Pretty flat. Should be pretty straightforward. I mean, I'm not sure that we're going to win, but it doesn't look like there's any crazy terrain we're going to have to watch out for. Yeah, this looks pretty basic. Let's see how they're going to set up. Yeah, we out-archer them, so let's attack in the good weather. And, okay. Got no cav with us. None at all. Well, I do think it's better to have these infantry guys. I mean, one mounted sergeant, they're not that great, it seems. All right, let's go with our 3-line attack. Yeah, I guess that's good. We've got our spears kind of near the front. Malicious sergeants there too. There's always something about this initial setup that I don't like. Like, it sets up your malicious sergeants and our chivalric men-at-arms in amongst the spears, right? And then it's got like a couple of archers in the back, which I guess makes some sense, but okay. Let's be a little cautious here. We'll get around to the right where I think we can have some height if we get around this way. Or at least they're not going to have that crest. I wonder what Hokadity means. If anybody knows, that would be, wondered that for years. Hokadity. I don't know. It's probably some Latin thing. I mean, all the factions say it. All, like, the Catholic factions, anyway. I'm guessing for the Byzantines, they're speaking Greek. That would make sense. Alright, let's slow down the clock now. And, yeah, let's go about there. Alright, and, yep, Pavi's crossbowmen are going to do some damage. Alright, well, let's send the javelins forward, and let's see if we can entice some of them to come towards us. They're actually marching, which is weird. Alright. Let's halt. And we're on skirmish, so we should get those Vikings to come after us, and then... well, they're going to come under fire, hopefully. Got some Swabians over here. Are you guys... yeah, there you go. There we go. This is what we want. They're going to let us javelin them. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. That was pretty good. Okay, these guys are withdrawing. Great. And they're changing their mind. Awesome. Oh, lovely. Alright. That's one unit of Vikings that's down by about a third. There's like a lot more. Like 5 more. This is too many Vikings. Alright, well, then let's just do this again. Let's keep going forward. And where's the Pavese guys? Did we take them all out? No, they're back there. Okay. Yep, they're doing the same thing again. Oh, do they have a ballista? I just heard what sounded like a ballista. Oh yeah, right there, okay. Alright, down to 35. Well, awesome. Screw you. Alright, our archers are running out of arrows, unfortunately. So that's one unit. They're going to come back, too. Alright, chivalric sergeants are marching toward us. That's a good unit to deal with. Very, very good. We've got some ranged units routing. Yeah, there those Vikings go. Alright, are you going to follow us into the spears? Because I would love that. No, they're not. Okay. So they're going to get shot in the back, which is also fine. And they're going to rout. Alright. Now, very tempting to withdraw these archers. But let's follow these guys, since they're routing. Oh, they may come back and slaughter our javelins. But I think if our guys are close enough to them, it'll keep their morale low. Don't come back, don't come back, don't come back. The edge of the map is right here. We just need to see them off the edge of the map and then return. There we go, we're catching them. Catching them, please catch them. Let's get some kills. I'd like to capture some of these guys. $56, $55. Feels like we're taking losses. Nope, we've still got our full 60. Okay. Alright, they're going to be gone very soon. And what do they got bringing up? They got some archers, crossbowmen, pavies. Alright, Royal Knights are moving up. Alright, and that's the end of that. Great. Let's move the javelins back here to the kind of the front line. And archers. I think we want to move our own archers up, because these guys actually have arrows still. All these other archers are out. But we will be shooting soon. Alright, chivalric sergeants no longer a concern. Their archers are firing at, at our feudal sergeants. That's okay. Are they going to bring on any reinforcements? Because this Viking lineup could still do a lot of damage and could really hurt us. But I'm glad to get those chivalrics out of the way. Let's see, we got spearmen. It's spearmen and the rest of it's Vikings, and then they've got some Royal Knights. Alright, let's go this way with our javelins. We want to make sure they're still on skirmish, I think, because that's been working out pretty well. Alright, we're seeing movement. They're going for our weaker left. Okay, great. Alright, let's halt right here. Are they going to move, though? Royal Knights. I'd love the Royal Knights to come on. Okay, all of our archers, save this unit, are out. I think it's time for us to move our infantry line forward. And let's do that with the spears. And just notice the cav moving away as soon as I give that order. That's crazy. Alright, they're going to try to get my guys to move away, and they may succeed in that. Alright, we've got Woodman, we've got our General. Okay, they're actually changing their minds here. It's going to allow us to get some shots in their back. This unit has already been routed once. There they go. guys need to be ready to flank, I guess. Look at them. They're just waiting on our flank. Right, let's go with our spearmen. This is kind of a sacrifice. Tie them up, tie them up, tie them up. Alright, stand, javelin, hit with the woodsman, hit with the Swabians. Oh, the Vikings came back. Well, get a good throw in, please. It's not a good throw. Let's go. You guys can go up and around. And archers just got to flank, I guess. Engage at will. We don't have a lot of other troops. We may lose this. Oh, gosh. Come on, start breaking these guys. Come on. Not going to happen. Oh, gosh, this sucks. They're just chewing through us here. 23. Oh, gosh, so terrible. Okay, we can get our cav coming in, but not going to work. We're going to lose the general here. Shit. There go the archers. Oh, gosh. This is so bad. Losing slightly. Come on. Didn't we rout you guys like twice here? There they go. Holy crap. Alright, everybody now. 3 feudal knights losing slightly. Yep. Ah, this just sucks. Just terrible. Where's my cav coming? Way over there. Okay, Swabian's coming in. 34 feudal sergeants. Can you come back, please? Archers are back. Winning easily. Are the Swabians routing? No. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. All these... Yep. Gosh. Okay, so there's Pomerania lost. And this army I was hoping to bring over to Saxony too. So, where are you going to retreat to? We could retreat, I think we can retreat to like Silesia or Brandenburg. We do own those. You know, let's see. They're strung out now. 13 Royal Knights. There's no way. These Vikings are overpowered. There's just, I know it sounds like sour grapes, but my gosh, they're just a really good unit. And I wish, I mean, are they available in the high period? They may not be, but I suspect that they are. I think there's something that like lasts maybe until the late period. Maybe you lose them then. But they should be early only. Like, come on. And maybe they are, right? Maybe they just are using the guys that that they had trained in the early period. I don't know, man. I felt like we were doing pretty well there in the beginning. But, yeah. Okay, we're attacking, so if they're not going to pursue us, we're going to have to decide, do we want to march towards them? And they're not going to, they're just going to hang back there. Are they setting up? Alright, where are you guys going? Okay, here we go. They're setting up on that hill? Is that right? Yeah. What do we got? We've got 37 mounted sergeants. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it's probably not worth it to try to keep these troops either, but let's withdraw them and just see if we can retain them somehow. God, that sucks so much. Okay. Okay, the Hungarians attacked Bohemia, apparently, and Flanders is being assaulted. Alright, this is just a regular castle. You know, it's got stone walls, but there's nothing spectacular. Well, let's see if we can hold out here. I think we need to try. This can at least... it'll do more damage, I believe, to them. We have better chances of getting more kills if we fight this one out. Walls are a little more formidable here. We've got ballista towers. I don't think we have catapult towers. That would come with the citadel or, you know, other upgrades, but which we did not build. Okay, they're right there. I don't think they have any artillery, so it's going to be going through these two gatehouses. Now, if we had the ring walls, that would be nice. That'd be very, very nice. Because that would just give us, you know, it's just another layer, right? Like another area to get troops in, and I think more towers. It's just more of an effective defense. So the thing I wonder about, do we want to have some units out here? I think I do. And we're going to try a little cheese right here. We're going to get our archers out. And, yeah, the Slavs, too. I mean, you know, they may rout, but where are they going to go, right? So what we'll do is we'll let them get a little close. They're going to bring on one unit at a time. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to attack them. Gate's going to open. They're going to come in. We're going to run away. Run away, run away, run away. Come in. No? Well, if you're going to come in, you got to come in. What I'm hoping to do is to get them pulled in, have the gate shut behind them. They're not falling for it. They're just attacking the gate. Well, damn. Okay. 9:28. Alright, maybe we'll have to fall back to the other gate here in a moment, but... yeah, I was really thinking they would come after us. I think we need to melee with them a little bit. But yeah, you can kind of pull in units inside. And then, if they haven't destroyed the gatehouse, that gate just shuts behind them. They can't get out. And you can deal with them inside here. Now, in this case, maybe that wouldn't be too great, because it's a full unit of Vikings, and we don't have anything that could really deal with it. But at least this is one less unit of Vikings, right? We got them down to 20 or so. Okay, quite good, actually. The gatehouse is pathetically damaged. They're not doing a lot to that at all. Okay, Royal Knights are coming in. Interesting. Gatehouse? Oh, interest. Oh, wait, how did you do that? This is not your gate. 8 Royal Knights. 7. Alright, are those Vikings wiped out? There's 7 of them left. Very good. They're attacking the gatehouse. Awesome. I'd love to just wipe out a unit of Royal Knights, because that's some bodyguard, right? Like it's some ex-prince. They're really focusing on actually destroying the gate. Jeez, I'm kind of tempted to try this again. Bring them inside. 3, 2, 1. Can we get one more kill? Or is he now so valored up that he's basically unkillable? 7%. Alright, if we're going to try, we need to try now. Alright. Come in through the gate. Alright, now withdraw. Withdraw. Oh, okay, that's a way to withdraw, I guess. Oh, come on. Don't just stand there. Okay, great. Gate shut again. And he's not attacking the gatehouse anymore. We lost our urban militia. Come on, let's kill this one guy. I will feel some measure of success. Great. If nothing else, we've killed a bunch of Royal Knights. Right, a full unit of Royal Knights is down. Almost a full unit of Vikings. I don't think we're gonna hold out. But we've done some stuff. We've done some damage to them. Alright, since this seems foregone, let's just speed it up. I'm not going to try any other fancy stuff here, although maybe I should. They're still not even halfway to destroying this gatehouse. 57 feudal sergeants. They would probably wipe out these forces. If we get them under 50, we'll try it. Pull them in when they're under 50. Even that seems like a lot. You can see our ballistas trying to hit the Royal Knights over there. Still no success. We may be hitting our own gates, unfortunately. Yeah, here's a ballista tower. Alright, 55, 54. I think we've run out of boiling oil. Yeah. Yep.
Look to your defenses.
Alright, are they going to come up? Alright, our archers are getting a bit of a clearer shot now. Yeah, and they're going to go until that's forced open too. They're going to break this, and then they're all going to come on. So, I mean, obviously they could move forward here and, you know, probably wipe me out with this unit alone. But it's going to come as a single assault that's going to be very overwhelming. We are whittling them down slightly. Got a few more arrows left. Our bodyguard is way around here. Okay, we did get 2 kills on him. We're actually getting some kills. 1 right there. 2 over here. Is that another one? You can see the arrows. So yeah, he's just taking a little circuit around the walls, and he's in range. Alright, that's both gates forced open. What is he going to do? Alright, he's just going to keep taking losses. Okay, 38 feudal sergeants. That's not a lot of men. Okay, changing tack now. Oh, wouldn't it be great if we could just wipe him out? Look at the arrows. Okay, here it comes. Down to 15. And they're backing up? Are they going to send the general in? Okay. I will take it. Maybe the AI just feels bad for me now. 15. Come on, come on. Let's do some more damage. Alright, 14. 13. Wow. Yeah, they're going to bring him up. This is a 6 Valor, 7 Valor. Yeah. Oh, jeez. 12. Now, I don't know if he's going to take much more arrow fire once he's inside the castle. We still have these walls. Here come the mounted sergeants. Yeah, let's... I don't know. Something like that. Come on, a lucky ballista bolt. Nope, the ballista is just hitting our own walls. Alright, they're leading the charge. Let's see, we've got a bunch of 0 valor guys and a couple of archers with a couple points of valor. No chance here. None at all. And we're showing that they're wavering, but that's not... doesn't really matter. It's not as clearly defined as it would be in Rome, where you've got a clear area of the castle, like the plaza in the center of the cities in Rome Total War. So you don't have that, but you do have this understanding that I think when you're back here, you're not going to actually rout. So you can see none of our guys actually ran away. There's just nowhere to run away. I don't know how far that extends, though. Like, out here, I have the feeling that anything outside the innermost area, your guys can rout. So I think this is the only location where you've got that morale bonus.
General of your army has been slaughtered by the perfidious foe.
We killed 26 men. Okay, we did a lot more damage to them than that, though, because all of those castle defenses. So, you know, I think that was worth it to fight. Flanders has fallen. Okay, castle being assaulted in Provence. This hurts me too much. I'm not going to fight this one. This is the one where I wanted to withdraw and I clicked auto-resolve. So we're just going to end that, pull off the band-aid there. Provence is gone, and Burgundy is being assaulted. All right, here we've got more numbers. And, okay, this is one of those two stacks. The other stack is led by the king, and that's going up to Swabia, which absolutely wrecks my plans for Crusades. And it's just terrible. So, we've got a castle. I kind of like this. If it is winter, they're going to get tired. They've got a lot of, you know, guys with armor upgrades. Royal Knights, they're going to tire quickly. They've got a lot of these little trash units, which are going to, you know, probably do very well hacking down gates and stuff. But on the other hand, are also going to be easy prey to arrow fire. I've got nothing. So, you know, as per usual, we are woefully underprepared for this. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same castle setup. It's a little different, though, in that we've got this very nice hill to one side. So they're probably just going to be right here in front of the gate. If they would deploy down here, though, that would be pretty sweet. Over here, same thing. I don't think they can get up these hills. This is very atmospheric. All right. Where's all of our troops? Okay, they're just kind of randomly scattered around. The archers are going to be the most useful unit for sure. Just keep them there. Engage at will is fine. And you'll notice this thing that the computer does is it divides up your guys when you're in a siege situation, when you're defending, so that the units are more manageable. So we've got, you know, basically a unit of peasants and 2 units of spearmen, but they split that up into, you know, into multiples. All right, and the general can be right back here, I guess. Where are they? Okay, they're down here. Hopefully they'll start to come under fire. Now, we don't have any ballista towers, though, do we? Oh, that is a shame. I kind of would like them this time. I know it does make it harder to, well, they can hit your own walls. Alright, let's see how they're going to go. They're going to send up 1 unit. That's an interesting choice. They're going around the back, okay? Yeah, down to 31 men. Chivalric Sergeants. Alright, we'll get rid of them. They're the most heavily armored infantry unit. All the rest of this, Vikings, Woodmen, Spearmen, and then... Okay, they've only got 1 unit of Royal Knights here that's substantial. The rest, Spanish Genets, Mounted Sergeants. You know, again, if they force their way through the gates, they're gonna do, you know, they can just overwhelm us easily enough. But this is just about playing it out so they can take some losses to make it easier for my counterattack. But I have no illusions that we're gonna not lose Burgundy. Okay, let's do the attack attempt here. I've got enough units now that, you know, these guys can just rout off the field essentially, or, you know, back into the castle. So we'll attack, we'll get into melee. They're actually doing kind of okay. Let's pull back. And are you guys gonna come? Or are you just gonna attack the gates? Alright, that was a nice little volley from the archers. They're attacking the gate still, so let's do that again. Here comes the rest of the army up the right way. Alright, great. And we're going to get some shots, but it's, you know, it's not going to be enough to ultimately make a difference. Their general is this unit of Spanish Jeannettes. That's kind of light, so we could do more damage to them with archer fire, or the arrow towers, than with like a Royal Knights unit. And I don't think this guy has great command. A lot of these units I'm seeing, you know, 1 Valor. Some of them have 2, but some of that might just be, you know, native Valor that they've picked up on their own. Alright, arrows are doing work here. This does look like a very formidable castle, but it's ultimately... you know, we are forcing them, I guess, to go around the hillside, which is nice. And we are already doing some damage to the general unit. Very good. Yeah, this episode, this is just the hunkering down before the counteroffensive, because we just need to endure a couple of turns here before our guys are in place. And God, I'm starting to doubt, you know, Howling of the Wolf. That's just very cool. I'm just not sure how this is all going to go. They don't have huge stacks. That's the only thing I'm glad to see, but we can't see all of their forces. So I don't know. They could be somewhere else, right? They could have massive stacks like in Spain, in the interior somewhere. Now, we've taken out like 20 spearmen before they've even approached the gates. That's pretty good. 36 Spanish Jeannettes. Okay. This is great. They're deploying right in front of our defenses. This is not the best display of the AI that you ever saw, of course. But at this point, geez, I don't care. $32. That's great. They started off at 40, I think. Okay, feudal sergeants. So that is, you know, all of this. We can't deal with any of this. The spearmen would give us a run for our money. We do have some valor on, let's see, this guy and this guy. Should have paid more attention to that. Like 28 Jeannettes. If we can just hold off for long enough, 27, 25, wow. If we could kill this general, I don't know how much of an impact it's going to have. They've still got a ton of men. Alright, they've clearly got some plan in mind. They're not attacking the walls. What was that buzzing? It sounded like a mosquito buzzing by. I don't know what that would be. Alright, just stand here and get shot, guys. Oh, shoot, he's backing off. Okay. He just realized he was maybe in range of the arrows. Oh, he's coming back. We've also gotten down these Royal Knights. I think this was a 20-man unit, or maybe it was more like 12. Yeah, they've got a bunch of units just grouped up right here, and I don't know what they're waiting for. They're possibly being thrown off by the cliffs here. You know, I'm going to take it as, interpret this as an immersive feature, not a bug. It's not that the AI is bugging out. It's to reflect that some, you know, castles sited on naturally strong fortified places would really frustrate the enemy. And, you know, back in 2002, they had a hard time maybe replicating that. I'm sure you've seen some of the historical castles that exist in the real world, which are sited on incredibly impressive hilltops. I don't know about Dijon in particular, but maybe we can just assume that this is supposed to be one of those. And really, this is the best they could do in terms of modeling it. And in terms of modeling the behavior, they've decided to make the AI be a little wonky in terms of its deployment phase. So I'm happy to accept this as a feature, not a bug. 9 Spanish Jeanettes. Jeez, let's take them out, please. I'll take this. All of this damage I will gladly take. What's that? We got 54 Vikings way back there. We've got some Viking thralls way off in the distance. 42 at the bottom of this hill. 42 Vikings. Spanish Jeanettes are holding pretty tight. Down to 8, though. Just 2 Royal Knights in 2 separate groups. Okay, maybe they're doing a missile phase, too. Maybe that's the other thing. They're shooting inside, but they're not doing anything because obviously they can't get over the walls. But the archers are definitely firing. Oh,
unfortunately slain.
Yes.
Before the pox could kill him.
Oh, great. Yeah, maybe they're waiting until these guys run out of arrows, and then they're going to assault the gate. Right, it's hard to tell what we've got here exactly. We've got like 3 or 4 units bunched up. 34 Vikings, 45 Vikings, 68 spearmen. Where's the feudal sergeants? I just saw them. 68 feudal sergeants. And where's the Royal Knights? Are they gone? I think we killed both of those Royal Knight units too. Okay, some action now. They're attacking the gate. They're going to get hit. Now, I think I don't want to try my little trick now because they've got so many men right here. Sounded like a sheep. That's probably meant to be a horse. Okay, 20%, 21. They're going to have this down pretty soon. They got 2 units attacking it. 19 mounted sergeants, and I don't know exactly what the other one is. Oh, a Royal Knight. So they've got 1 Royal Knight left. Maybe I'll let them do that, because if those elite-ish units get killed, that'll leave them with all of this stuff. And it's taken them a little bit of a while to do this. It's about a third of the way down. 35 Vikings. So these guys are down to about half. And they've got a lot of guys left here. Got a nice dense formation. You'd think they'd be taking more losses, but I think we're focusing on other stuff with our arrow walls. Alright, some woodsmen routing. I bet these archers are going to be gone pretty soon, too. It's this that's the most troubling to me right now, as well as this backup of 54 Vikings. Alright, they're not falling fast enough. Should I send in the peasants? Let's do it. We're going to back up the peasants. They're moving in. Alright, back up. Okay, they're unfazed. Who's that? Is somebody routing? Okay, archers. Okay, everybody get in here now. Alright, let's hit the Vikings, actually, and throw the peasants at them. They're still going for this gatehouse, which is good. I think as long as we hold this gatehouse, these outer towers are going to continue to fire. 19 Vikings, 67 feudal sergeants. I mean, we've done a lot of damage to them. Alright, the Vikings are getting in a nice attack on my spearmen, so that's going to be the end of them very shortly here. Ah, gosh. Let's turn the archers around so they're facing the right way. 37 and 55. Okay, 55, that's better than I thought. They haven't taken the gatehouse yet, so theoretically this could close behind them here. We're down to just 9 mounted sergeants. I don't know if that Royal Knight unit is still in play. Alright, they are attacking that gatehouse still. Yeah, okay, so I guess the you know, inability for your own units to rout in a castle assault, yeah, okay, that's down. Great. That does extend to the outer wall, too, because this guy would certainly be routing. Who else is routing? I heard some routing. Maybe that was just an attack. Okay, 9 Vikings running away, and they've got nowhere to run. That's kind of nice. They're going to be, you know, infecting the morale of some other units, most likely. All right, we've got the chance to kill some of these guys with the towers, down to 45 feudal sergeants. So we've got 150 spearmen, one third of which has 3 valor. These guys have lost their general. They still haven't cracked that first gatehouse. Oh, that was a nice little volley. So they're going to be distracted by that. Alright, can they come in through that now? I wonder. Because we don't have any men here anymore, is that, does that give them the ability? Yeah. That's too bad. Okay, if I had peasants, geez. I would be inclined to do the little bait trick again. But I think we'll just let the defenses do their work for the moment. Okay, what's that? 65 spearmen. And how many Vikings? Was that just like 8? Oh, it was like 18. 17 Vikings. Okay. So if they get in pretty quickly here, we could take them out. And I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about what's left. 54 Vikings, 23 here. They are still getting some arrow fire. They don't have this gatehouse down just yet. When it does, I'm curious if these arrows will stop. I think they might. Okay, still got some oil back here. %, 83. It's going real slow here. Viking thralls are moving in. There's the feudal sergeants down to just 38 men now. Alright, those Vikings routing again. Oh, we got a nice big rout. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Wasn't expecting that, but that's awesome. Did they just give up? Oh, please, please, please. A little spiteful volley in the back there as they run away. These guys are probably going to rout too. I don't dare pursue. Jeez, it looks like they might be leaving. Nope, okay, they get... No, they are. They're running away. 49 spearmen. They're just running in the wrong direction. Is this it? Is this really it? Are you guys leaving? See, they never did get that outer gatehouse. Oh my gosh. I think they're doing it. Let's speed up. Nope. Oh. Yeah, they're going. Oh my gosh. We did it. The AI stupidity did it, boys. Oh, wow. Oh, I have not heard that music for a little while. So it's very, very nice to hear. That's great. That's a full stack gone. Now here's Swabia. Okay, and this is not their full army. I thought this was going to be their king. This is another winter battle. All right, they outnumber us. They've got a 0 command general who's riding a single horse, Spanish Jeannettes. Otherwise, their cav is pretty weak. 23 mounted sergeants. All of these guys, though, are really, really dangerous. If I had like a couple archers, I'd feel a lot better. But I think we have to try this anyway. We do have 3 chivalric men-at-arms. And that's a good unit. They've all got valor. They've all got armor upgrades, like level 2, I think. I mean, I know these guys are, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of their units are all designed for cracking through armor. But if we get terrain, if we get the right situation... All right, it's miserable weather, which is fine with me, honestly. Okay, let's see what this looks like. We've got hills to defend. 3 chivalric men-at-arms, spearmen, and feudal sergeants. Feudal sergeants with 4 valor. So that's really good to know. Okay. They're attacking in this miserable rain sleet storm. Gosh. All right. Let's keep this group pretty much the way it is. And I think, do I want to get this battle going soon? Or do I want to like fall back? I think I want to be up here. There's some trees. If we feel like we need the trees, we could take advantage of that. They're going to be like right here. And so we get up here, we get into the hills, and, up into the trees a little bit, or with them right to our backs, and we set up, like, facing this way. And that means it's a faster battle, which means the weather, the nasty weather, is going to have less of an impact on the enemy fatigue, but also on ours. Our guys are going to tire faster because we've got more armor. I think that's good. The other thing we do is just get up here and kind of wait for longer. But we're going to be fatigued more as a result of that. On the other hand... Jeez. Yep, I think we'll go with the first plan. Yeah, gosh, I'm just not sure. I think if we go this way, here's what we can do. We can kind of play for time. So I think I actually do want to do this. We'll get like up here. We've got a nice hill. So from no direction can they get the higher ground from us. We've got trees to our left. We've got a nice slope in front of us and to the right. And now we just gotta wait. This is just very atmospheric. I don't know if we're gonna win this, but I'm enjoying myself. This weather. So I'm going to. This is my effort to bring back this word. This is a Middle English word, and the word is snittering. Snittering, S-N-I-T-E-R, is the verb, and this is from Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, 14th century Middle English poem. And there's, I think it's in part 2 or fit 2, where Gawain is traveling to the Green Chapel. If you're familiar with the story at all, he's made a bet with the Green Knight at Christmas in Camelot, and he's got to find the Green Chapel to seek out the Green Knight to stand to take a blow in return for the one he offered. But he has to find this place first, and so he journeys through this wilderness, and it's absolutely horrible weather. And at one point, he's going through the woods of, I think, North Wales or something like that. And they say it how miserable it is. It's like, winter time, but it's raining. And the expression is snittered full snart. Snittered full snart. So it's like it snowed / rained very dramatically or a lot, I guess is the meaning of that. In that same section, there's a beautiful section which translates very well into modern English, actually. He's talking about these birds. He's traveling through the forest, and it's just miserable weather. And the birds piteously there piped for pain of the cold. Just these miserable birds in this miserable weather. So, how are our guys doing? We're doing actually great. Still fresh. So they're doing a lot of marching right now. The enemy is. No idea where they are. This is really, really fun. We'll see them shortly, probably out of the corner somewhere. They're getting fatigued. Right, they're probably going up and down hills through trees. Gosh, if we could only hold out, preserve our crusade marker. I don't know if we're going to, but if we do, I'm going to send it. I've got to. Probably should have done last turn, just sent that off, but it's like losing a crusade marker is equally as bad as failing a crusade, right? That's what it means. It translates to that, essentially. So if we had started our crusade, then we would have, had to keep it in Swabia for a turn, which actually that might have been the smart move. Or send it off immediately into probably that Danish 2-stack army, which is besieging Burgundy, which we just managed to see off. Okay. Here we go. First sight. Cavalry down in the village. And what's this? Vikings. Coming through the fog. Oh gosh, isn't this so great? Looks like their whole army is approaching through the village. Alright, I am going to, I don't know if they see me yet. And I'm tempted to send the spearmen down off the hill, because I think they could take these mounted sergeants. But I guess not, because they could just swarm us with infantry, and it's not like if these horsemen were getting near the bottom of the hill, I'd try it, but they're far enough away. Alright, it's clearing up just enough now. And it is snowy. Still perfectly fresh. Our guys have not moved. Now, I'm not sure about their fatigue level. Okay, so they are going to go and try to get around us this way. Let's just move slightly to the right and adjust our facing. That actually might be fine. So we're facing 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Vikings and 1 unit of militia sergeants. And of course, those are the units I'm most worried about. And we don't have enough men really to counter all of that. So what I'm hoping is that they come on really sloppily and allow us to get enough quick kills that we manage to rout some guys. Go right down here. I think this is the moment we have to attack. Okay, he's not going to fall for it. Halt. How can these guys be winning? I mean, fighting uphill. We're cutting them down, but it's just crazy how good the game thinks they're doing. All right, let's put these guys around. Okay, turn to face the spearmen. Vikings are losing over there. Let's see if we can actually do a little switcheroo here. Hit our general down into these Vikings. Get our field sergeants around the other side. Losing badly, that's nice to see. Alright, this is going to be a big problem. We just don't have enough men to contain them. Okay. Get these militia sergeants, please. 56 chivalric men-at-arms. Alright, feudal sergeants, these are the guys with lots of valor, so I'm hoping they're going to do really, really well fighting these Vikings. We're doing pretty good over here on the right. Alright, come on, let's get a nice break. Let's get a break. They're running away, don't let them. I mean, let them run away. Oh, man. I think we're getting this. I think we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Screw you. Yes. Okay. Keep on him now. Probably shouldn't do this. Probably should just let them withdraw off the field gracefully. But no, let's cut him down. Yeah, you keep on those Vikings. You keep on these spearmen. You keep on those spearmen. Make sure you guys do not regroup at all. General was withdrawing. Holy moly. What a beautiful little map this is. This miserable little village in between a couple of hills. Alright, how far do we have to chase you before you are at the edge? But I think we got this. We got 4 Valor. They've got none. And we outnumber them in the chase. Even if they turn around, unless they turn around like on top of a hill, I think we got them. Alright, let's speed it up then. They're just getting off the field. That's all this is. Oh my gosh, so good. Alright, let's slaughter these jerks. I'm not interested in them getting any men back. And the Danes withdraw from Milan. And we win in the Baltic. Okay. Oh, but we lose in the North Sea. We lost 2 ships. Okay. Ligurian Sea. Victory there. And a big ransom. I don't think I can pay that. Sorry, guys. Okay, we got unrest in Silesia. Okay, Golden Horde. Succession, and the Egyptians are wiped out. Okay, that's good for the Byzantines. Bad for me, maybe. The Byzantines, I mean, look at their position now. Especially when we know that they own Tunisia as well. And they've got a strong position in the Central Med. They are going to be at war with the Golden Horde, so that could be a problem, you know, for us. All right, Burgundy's about to fall. And Ile-de-France, they still have not taken. Its supplies are likely to last well into an 8th year. Saxony can hold out 6. And Pomerania, that's about to fall. Okay, that's fine. This is about to fall for us. And we've got a promotion, a 2nd rank for Friedrich von Stolz. And this is from the Castle Defense of Burgundy. Oh, that's beautiful. And Heinrich Marode has wed your daughter. Okay, that's a little bit of loyalty there. So we're trying to get a ceasefire with the English. Yeah, that's not going to work just diplomatically. What we could do is get our guys out of here so we don't contact them anymore. Since we no longer own Flanders, we don't have any land borders with the English. And so we could get back to ceasefire with them. We're not going to be trading anyway, even if we did have a ceasefire, though, because of the presence of these Danish fleets. So I think it's more important for us to keep our navies around just to mess up the Danish shipping than it is to try to get a pointless ceasefire with the English at this point. So we will only worry about that a little bit later. All right, we've got a daughter being born and good assault defender. That's an awesome trait. So one that I rarely see, because you rarely fight siege assaults in this game, and win. But it does happen. Okay, yeah, we got scant mercy there. Oh, that's so good. We've still got our crusade marker. All right, let's do a little save here. And let's take a look at the situation now. I'm feeling better than I was because we've still got a strong position in Hungary. And the Hungarians tried to attack it, but changed their minds. Now, they may have moved in before they saw these guys here. The developers of this game have said that the AI does peek at your moves. Like, so if you get the impression that the AI is watching you make your moves and then basing its moves on that, that does sometimes happen. But apparently it doesn't always happen. So, in other words, sometimes you can surprise them. That's what it suggests. That seems to be accurate, from what I can tell. Okay, we've got a very small rebellion here, but that's still, a problem. They've got armor upgrades, militia sergeants, Slav warriors. All right, what else do we need to worry about? That's it. I mean, in terms of provincial loyalty, we're looking pretty good. And let's check out the influence. Okay, we're still at 3. He's 62. We've got 10 more years before we've got a very young prince coming of age, which is really good. Prince Heinrich over here, though, is the current heir, and oh man, he is disloyal. But we've got him sort of in a stack, or in a province with a bunch of other armies. And let's see, if we get him out of here, just find somebody with slightly better I guess 4 is going to have to do. You can be in charge there, and I'll put you here under the careful eye of Lord Mandorf, Duke of Venice. Now, all of these guys can leave Austria now, because I think these 3 stacks can hold Hungary, Croatia, Bohemia, right? This kind of triangle. Well, you know, in theory. If the Hungarians strike out, we can't hit back without excommunication happening, but I think we gotta address the Danes. So, is it time now to use our crusade? We're losing almost 500 next turn. Yeah, I think we got to, because we need to attack Burgundy. They could just wait this siege out. Now, where did their king go? He may have moved back to Anjou, I guess. But yeah, like, we have to do this. We could hit from Milan. Let's get some feudal knights, please. And let's get some... I'm trying to get, like, a good army down here. And it's gonna be expensive. But we need to maybe go into debt. But I'm going to try to train stuff that is good. So that means more chivalric men-at-arms. Yeah, Ile-de-France, 7 years. Okay, so if they just keep waiting around, you know, this may not be a problem. Well, since I no longer hold Flanders, having a presence in the English Channel is less important to me now. We are training some boats in Friesland, but let's just get up here so they can't easily get into Saxony. And I thought I ordered these guys to go into Skagerrak. Let's try that again. This is a very nice valored up caravel. And so we're just trying to interfere with Danish shipping. Okay, we need to hit Saxony. I mean, I guess they could try to assault, but alright, decent enough loyalty here. Archers, spears, and, you know, now we've got kind of a stack. And we can throw in some of these guys too. Here we could train, let's see, what would actually be really nice here is some more mounted crossbowmen. Because they've just got a couple of infantry units. And Bohemia, no point in hiring that, but let's see. Let's go with javelins. Alright, and now we've got this move to make. We've got these forces which I think need to go into Tyrolia. We're going to leave somebody in Austria. Let's see. This is an army that may do some wild moves. We're going to just mess up the Danes. That's the plan with these 4 stacks. We're going to find the Danish king, and we're just going to run him down. And that's going to be the ultimate goal. Because if you concentrate all your forces and throw them at the enemy relentlessly, the king is likely to withdraw without a fight and give you a province, right? No one's going to go into the castle. You get it for free. So that's great for pillage. It's also really bad for his influence. And we need to start changing the influence equation around here. So I think these guys go into Tyrolia. From there we can hit Burgundy, Milan, and start getting into this area. All right, so we've got these 164 men we're going to leave behind, I think. Let's see how the public order looks when we move all of these 4 stacks out. It's a lot of archers, but I think putting them all together on the... yeah, I guess we can go very low here. On the battle map, I think is going to... Well, I think it's going to equal something that can work. Let's put it that way. But I feel like we can eventually wear them down. They don't have a ton of troops. Let's see. Portugal. Very high taxes, and they're doing very good with loyalty. But there's no border forts down here. Nothing like that. And we could hit either of these places, actually. Again, I still think it's probably just easier to hit Grenada. This looks like similar forces, you know, they could certainly move stuff around. But yeah, let's do it. Let's start this. 1,000 florins. That's, you know, barely enough. Okay, and we're going to go ahead. We'll add some troops to this, possibly next turn. Actually, we could probably throw him in here right now. Oh, this guy has no loyalty. Wow. None at all. Okay. I think we can afford to leave this army inside Swabia for a little while. Okay, that doesn't change the loyalty. And yes, only option is Burgundy. Great. So, we'll counterattack up here. You're going to attack Saxony. There's flat land, lush grassland. Hopefully, we're just going to get them to withdraw. We'll get everything back. And, you know, we won't have to fight a big, stupid battle with lots of reinforcements. But we may, because they could just bring guys in from anywhere. We're going to say goodbye to Pomerania, at least temporarily. We're moving into Tyrolia. We're going to wait a turn to move troops out of Swabia, and I'm going to see how it goes, because we got 65% zeal. Our army might grow even if we just leave it in place. And then the king. What do we want to do? I mean, we could do this. We could send this army here with the king and all of these forces right now. The king would be the leader. He's a natural leader, +2 morale. He's kind of a decent guy. He's 62, so he might not live much longer anyway. Oof. Yeah, let's do it. Everybody? We sent everybody? Yeah, we sent everybody. Okay, here... Although it's also really tempting just to hit Genoa. Yeah, maybe I don't have time. I think I was waiting for a good army. Maybe I don't have time for a good army. I just need to send these guys up to Tuscany. Okay, we can actually do with very high taxes in Milan. And let's see, you are the crazy king of the Romans. So check this guy out. We'll see him in action again. Lord Blankenberg, king of the Romans. Check out these traits. Natural leader, unhinged loon, brave beyond belief, scant mercy, devout. This guy has a bit of everything. Unhinged loon, of course, is something you hate to see. Convinced that he has been made pregnant by an elephant, this man inspires nothing except pity and contempt in equal measures among his followers. -3 morale, -30 happiness. So that's actually hurting Rome's happiness. But as you've seen, we've got enough stuff there to keep them pretty happy anyway. But -3 morale is completely balanced by the +3 morale of brave beyond belief. So he is a psychopath. +3 valor as well. So he's got 6 valor showing on the campaign map here. And on top of that, so the unhinged loon -3 is completely countered by the +3 morale of brave beyond belief. And on top of that, he's got +2 morale for being a natural leader. So his men are getting a +2 morale, you know, in addition to the other bonuses from him having 4 command stars. So he is by far one of my best generals, and he is a crazy person. So we're training some urban militia in Tuscany. We'll keep that up. We're training some Royal Knights in Milan. I need to have a unit down here, though. Just something. Something that isn't going to rebel immediately. Okay, there we go. Tyrolia is going to be just totally fine. Venice. Jeez, this guy's got 3. All right, let's give him Tyrolia to get him into an even 4 shields. And then we're going to push into the west. We're going to counterattack in Saxony, counterattack in Burgundy, and hope that this all works out. In the next season, if they don't assault, we've got time to do a counterattack here. And so hopefully we'll be able to get these guys down to do some damage. So that'll have to wait for the next episode. Thank you very much for joining me in this one. I hope you will stick around to see what is going to come of our beleaguered empire in the following one. Until then, take care.